Are you struggling to get back to work after a career break? Are you unsure of how to add your career gap on your resume? Do you feel that your skills may be out of touch, that your industry has moved on? I'm Kathryn Berg from Resumes for Results, getting you the yes. If you feel this way, I've got 5 tips that may help you stop that struggle and get you back into work. So tip number 1 is to identify your job wants and your needs. Are you wanting to stay in the same career that you had before, or are you wanting to retrain and do something different? That's the first thing, to know what you want and what you need. Tip number 2 is to freshen up on your industry and network. So let's assume that you want to stay in your career that you've had before, that you want to continue. So do some research on that industry. What has happened in the time that you've been away? Reach out to your network, people that you used to work with, companies that you used to work for. Reach out and ask questions about the industry now so that you can find relevant skills and experience in your history and while you've been on a gap, because you haven't been doing nothing. And all these things can be added to your resume. Tip number 3, update your skills. So if you identify in tip number 2 that your skills are a little bit out of date, source some training organisations and get your skills up to date and add that to your resume. It's a great way of showing your potential employer how keen you are to be relevant and to get back into your chosen career. Tip number 4, update your resume. That makes sense. Update your resume, practice your interviewing skills, go online and find current vacancies and see what they want you to submit, and practice creating these documents, because it's not easy to write a targeted job application. And tip number 5 is to explain your career break, but keep it brief. A very valid career break is that you have taken time off to raise your family. So say that, spent the last 2 years raising my children from birth to 2 and now ready to get back into the workforce. You may have been looking after a sick relative. You may have been travelling overseas, or you may have even been involved in volunteer work and been studying on the side. They're all valid career breaks and they can go on your resume. So there are my 5 tips for all of those who are trying to get back into the workforce after a break in their career. I would love your feedback, so please place that in the comments. Email us, call us with any questions that you have. Kathryn Berg, Resumes for Results, getting you the yes.